Welcome everyone to this week's Tarot Tuesday readings. So nice to have you back and to join me for these readings. And I've chosen some cards for you as well as some runes. The cards are from my Druid Animal Oracle deck. So let's see what the cards and runes are. So for reading number 1, we have Boar, and the rune is Isa, which is the rune of standstill. And then for reading number 2, we have Swan and Ewaz, which is the rune of movement. And then for reading number 3, we have Eagle, and the rune is Algas, which is the rune of protection. So I just want you to take a moment to ground yourself where you are. Feel like you're putting roots down into the ground, and take a nice deep breath all the way into your heart space. And just feel yourself arriving here and now. And see which card or cards or runes draw you in. And I look forward to seeing you in the readings. Thank you for joining me. Welcome, reading number 1. You chose the card Boar and the rune Isa. And the first sense I get from this is a sense that it makes me think of the ancient wild boar paths that they have in Wales and Cornwall and Ireland and Scotland. And I feel like this reading is perhaps about you finding your direction in life. It feels like there's this Isa, which is like a time of standstill, almost that wintering time. But also is about sort of withdrawing within and renewing, restoring and renewing. So I feel like you have an opportunity right now to really find your direction. And with the boar, it takes that courage. It's about warrior spirit. This is about having the courage to take the time to really sit with yourself and see what direction you want to go in and really feel into it. The standstill, it's like nothing is going to make progress right now until you decide which way you're going to go. Let's see what other cards we have for you today. So I've got my funny little affirmations deck. We'll see if we've got a few of these for you. It's this one. And that one. Okay. So we have let go, which is shake it off. When things feel heavy and hard, remember to let go. Shake like the animals do. Return it to the earth so you can move and be free. Then we have be you. Animals know and love the real you. Have you noticed that animals will always express themselves as they are, and so can you? I feel a lot about this is like a lot about authenticity. Just finding your own self, and this like leadership in the path is a lot about just stepping onto your own path. Stop following the paths of others and creating your own. Then we have smile and laugh. Smile and laugh more, dance and be free. Life is to be lived, embraced and enjoyed. Yeah, I feel like letting go of what you think should happen is going to allow you to just feel into yourself and be yourself and find that joy in your own path. Find that joy in finding your own way in this world and what you're doing. Let's see. We'll draw some more cards for you and see what else we get. Oh, there's 3 there for you. See what these 3 have to say to begin with. We have respect, bison and buffalo. Yeah. I was going to say that the birch tends to, this wisdom beaver, and the birch tends to signify like new beginnings. And I see like there's more trees, there's trees here. And then we have Earth's core, sacred fire and beginnings. Yeah, so it's like taking this time to find yourself. Beavers create their own habitat that suits them and also creates habitat for others. So it's like, I feel like in doing this inner you time, this time to really find your direction and find your path, you're going to be helping so many other people. And that's going to give you that new beginning, that a sense, I feel like it's like a fresh beginning, a different beginning. You may have repeated cycles and had new beginnings, or sort of had starts where it's not really come through. And I feel that's because you haven't taken this time to really choose your own path, be you, being authentic to yourself, and really respecting you and everything that you bring into this world. Let's see what the other cards have to say for you. If I'm drawn to this. It's funny, that's one of the dogs just looking to me there. I just feel like people are going to be looking to you as you step on this new path. Grow within your current situation. So, that is not in view. Grow within your current situation. I feel like perhaps you are going through a more challenging time. The boar and Isa represent that as well. So if you've got challenges that are in front of you right now that you're dealing with, this is the time to not sort of bull in a china shop it. This is this bison and buffalo. I feel like don't just charge in there. This is about creating the respect, creating the boundaries, creating the time, creating the sense of you, growing within your situation from within, find the strength and leadership from within to change how things are going for you. We also have winter. Take care of your needs. And I can't help but notice the wolf. And we actually had wolves howling here the other night. And they are such a primal, visceral, it can create such an internal response in the soul. And I feel like that's what you get to do. And taking care of your needs, you're taking care of your soul and taking care of yourself. Making you feel more like you again. Being you, really tuning into who you are, not what the world has made you, not what you feel like you need to do, tuning into who you are. If you felt like a bit like a restless spirit, because I definitely have a restless dog in the room, which is quite unusual. He's going to go and dig in a bed now. It's just like, if you're feeling really restless and you don't know what to do, it's because you need to go within. And then you will be able to find the path or create the path or the direction that you're going to go in. And we also have, I love it that this is like fires coming out. So there's a lot of passion. Fire guardian, ignite your passions. So go within, find that sense of who you are, the direction you want to go in your life now, where you want things to go. Really take care of who you are. And that's where you're going to find your passion, your desire for the new, the beginning of something new. Let's see if the animal oracles have a couple of cards for us as well, or one card. Yes, you will see clearly now. So it says you see clearly now with the owl. You'll see clearly now. So you'll go from feeling like you can't see through the wood for the trees. You can't see your way through. That's because you need to go within. Oh my goodness. Throwing cards on the floor. That's because you need to go within. And when you go within, that's how you'll see clearly. So it's really important that you step into seeing clearly, journeying into your own heart. The drum goes at the beat of your heart. It's about, tuning into you. The drum is, you use the drum to journey, to really journey within, to journey to other places, to journey to the places that are going to teach you and show you the way. So it really is about becoming clear about what you want and who you want to be. Let's see what the Wildwood Tarot have for you today. Been tuning into this deck some more. It's got a different feeling, so it takes me a while to sometimes read them. So let's see what cards we get today. Oops, those two, and then, oh, wow, they're coming out in a really unusual way. Let's see. Oh, still got that restless sense. You get to breathe deeply. This is what you're not doing, is breathing and sensing into yourself. Interesting energy. So we have, let's put it down here. Ace of Vessels, the waters of life. We have Page of Vessels. This is a cups. Vessels are cups. Otter. Eight of Stones, skill. This is your current situation. Three of Arrows, jealousy. And then we have the Ancestor. And Two of Arrows, injustice. Oh yes, you are in a little bit of a pickle. It feels like a little bit of a pickle, but your answer is within the water. I feel like stepping to flow. There's this flow of water. There's water here. This is the sense of stepping into that flow will allow you to feel right, to feel better. You're going to have to be skilled as you move through this time, that growing within the current situation that we had with the wise one, it's going to take some skill to move through this. You can't just push, go like a herd of bison or buffalo, like, I can't think of the word, but, force your way through it. That is not your answer. It's wisdom. The owls, the beavers are all asking you to find your inner wisdom. It feels like there's a part of you that gets to be let go of. The part that's been hurt before. The part that's on fire in an unhealthy way. It's like anger fire. You feel like you're bleeding from within. It's that part that you get to let go of. And really step into, see the birch here again. It's this new beginning, this new feeling of who you are. It's not a new you, it's just a new feeling of who you are because you've let go of the old feeling. You let go of the hurt and the pain and the suffering that you've been focusing on, the injustice that you feel has come to you in this time. Oh, here's the... Yeah, and it's funny when I see the skill card, I thought of tradition. Calling on the old traditions, the old way of being, the old way of feeling, really deep into your soul. I can't help but notice all these antlers, is that you're deeply protected. Let's see if we've got a couple more cards. Let's see how this is turning out for you. 1, 2, 3. Let's see how this is moving now as you move through this week. Well, that couldn't be a better start. Ace of Bows, spark of life. That you're creating that inner fire from light and not from darkness. You are creating that new feeling, that new being, that new start. You are healing. You're healing those old wounds. You are healing those old wounds. I hear that you are being healed too. This is a great time of connection to your ancestors and the traditions that are there. They're also with you, helping you heal through this. I feel like you have been working on this and working on moving through this for a very long time, and it is finally just kind of really coming to a close with this cycle. And that's when you're going to just feel that generosity from life. So you're going to feel the light. I just see all the light, the fire, but it's like passion fire instead of anger and distraught and suffering fire. It's going to come to you. And when you feel that connection with that, I feel like that's the time where, I think I said before, it's like where you get to give again. I think I said something about being connected in and allowing that energy to flow through you. And when you flow through you, that's when you get to really connect in and share who you are and what you have to give, but until you really set yourself free from the suffering you've been carrying with you, that's when you can really then start to give in a way that you receive too. It's more symbiotic instead of being you feel drained, you feel like you're an empty cup and you're still trying to give, because that's who you are. You're that kind, generous person. But when you shift how you've been feeling and what you've been doing and just taking that time within, that's when you get to give from your full cup, because you're going to feel full. This Ace of Vessels, it's full to overflowing and you're sharing it. Reading number 1. This is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, reading number 2. You chose the card Swan and the rune Ewaz, which is the rune of movement and progress. Interestingly, I've had a lot of time to sit with the energy of your reading, because one of my dogs, it was having, he gets sort of rumbling of vestibular. So in the head, you know, he can get a little bit dizzy and fuzzy, and it makes him very unsettled. And I never have experiences in the reading that I don't lean into and listen to, because sometimes they have extra messages for us. And as I was there, because I do energy healing work, I was doing some work with him just to help him settle and sort of, because his vibration gets all unsettled because all the energy is all kind of dizzy and confused. And it was really interesting because he's one of these dogs that when you're putting the energy in, like I have to do it in a much more subtler way, not blast too much energy at once, because it can feel too much for him. And initially I fell into your reading and was thinking, well, I was feeling into that if you have been feeling stuck, new inspiration is coming to you so you can make that progress and movement. But the other sense I get is, you know, the swan's mate for life, is this sense that with the swan energy, that perhaps you don't accept love wholeheartedly. You know, it's perhaps a perception of how you feel about yourself and loving yourself. And so you don't accept the love in the same way that Rusty, our dog, doesn't accept the healing in quite the same way. And so I feel like there's a new energy and vibration of love coming into you. Whether that's a new love or a new love for yourself, or just a new way of allowing and receiving this love. So this you're going to make progress with this side of yourself and your life, you know. And it's interesting that the swan here is making that movement forwards. And I feel like you've been like this swan in the background here, where you've been paddling underwater, keeping yourself moving, but you're actually going to start to fly. You know, you're going to get to that stage where you're going to start to fly. Let's see what other cards we have to say for you with the meanings, and hopefully my little Rusty's feeling better. And if you have any animals that are in your life that would love some healing, I do distance healing sessions. So you can find me on social media on the Way of the Animal, and it gives you links in there. Anyway, we have Shine Bright. We have... Love yourself and be wild. Let's see what these say on the back. So shine bright like a diamond, like the star you are. Shine brightly into the world. Your light brightens so many souls, just as our animals do. And I feel like that whiteness of the swan is a real sign of this shining bright into the world. We have love yourself. Like I said, this is kind of I feel like this is what's coming through with this reading is a lot about love, and not necessarily from other people, but receiving it well from other people instead of rejecting it because of how you feel about yourself. Love yourself first. Love yourself and treat yourself as you wish to be treated. It sets the tone for how others will treat you. Absolutely. So it also brings that sense of boundary, you know. When you love yourself and respect yourself, that's when others will do too. If you allow yourself to berate, you know, if you treat yourself badly, then other people are going to think that's okay, or you allow other people to do the same. We also have be wild. Be wild. Let out the inner wild, the inner child. Let yourself be free and fully expressed, just like our animals do. Makes me think of my wee girl Shaw, who's actually Rusty's mum. Or was Rusty's mum. She's not here physically anymore, but she was always wild, she was always herself, and she just got on with life. And I just feel like there's that sense of invite that inner wild to come out, that inner child, that inner playfulness. Let's see what the other cards have to say for you. Two. And that one. Take one from here as well. Just going to draw some cards for you. Two from there. No, I feel like I just want to keep drawing cards. So that's what we'll do. see what we've got here so far. So we have ancestors, spirit guides. Look at you opening yourself up. See this? It's almost the same position, that preparing to fly. We have Mother Earth drum. Let's see if we can fit 3 up here. And we have ceremonial sacred fire dedication. This is definitely, I get a sense of feeling of connecting in with yourself and dedicating to yourself too. It's like dedicating to yourself. Your cause is yourself. You know, they say dedicating to the cause. Well, the cause is yourself. It is time to turn all that energy that you've been putting out the way to yourself first, and then you can express it out the way. You're deeply guided. I feel like you're deeply guided. Your ancestors and your spirit guides are right there with you. Mother Earth is with you. You know, with the drum, we're really connecting in with Mother Earth and the rhythm, the heartbeat of Mother Earth, the heartbeat of yourself, beating your own drum to your own heartbeat, really moving with yourself now. We have, let's see, can I fit this in? Yeah. We have stag, trust and thrive. You're protected. Stags are a lot about protection as well. You are protected in this. In your mind, your body, and your soul. That deep connection between all 3, the mind, the body, and the soul. Trust and thrive. Intend and create. With High Priest. And I really see that sort of the focus has been behind you. Notice he's looking backwards, and with the hawk like really zeroed in on something. So I feel like there really is something that you are zeroed in on that you get to move through. And I feel like this wing, look, he's got this wing. He's creating this wing so he can fly forwards. These are moving forwards. You've been looking back. This is looking back too. So there's a lot in your past that you are moving through right now and shifting. A lot about yourself. I feel like a lot about yourself you're shifting and moving through. Don't rush. We have turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. Do not rush this process. The opening of your heart, the tuning into the heart, allowing you inspiration, allowing a deeper sense of connection to yourself. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes dedication. Don't rush. Just keep taking the little steps. Don't feel like you need to, that person's going fast. Compare. Don't compare. That person's going faster than me. They've got there before me. No. We're looking and focusing on you, and that's going to bring in the right energies to you. Let's see what these guys have to say for you. Yeah. We have the staff, and we have with the staff, this is like, standing in your truth, that sense of authority. And I feel like if you haven't been setting your boundaries and really, I think I spoke about how people treat you because of the way you treat yourself. I feel like this is stepping into standing in your own truth, standing with the truth of who you are. And then instinctively making your movement forwards with a slow and steady pace. Really taking your time over that movement and not rushing it. Not feeling like you need to move at a fast pace. You are with the heart of the sky. You are from the sky. We are the universe. We're made from the dust of the universe, We are these amazing beings, and you're deeply connected. So you're going to get that inspiration. So if you've been really stuck, another part to this reading is there's great inspiration coming to you when you really trust in your connection to something more, to the greater consciousness, to the universe, to the stars, really connect in with that. But that is through your heart, through loving yourself, through being connected to your own heart, through being open to that energy that is coming to you. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you. We've got some really interesting energies coming through. You. Oh my God. Try again. Got butterfingers today. A lot of cards. Let's see what we've got. Certainly are a lot of cards. So we have to pick them up without moving everything. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got the Woodward. We've got the Ancestor. The Ancestor came out and the Skill came out in reading number 1. We have Balance. That's that duality of energies that goes with the Staff. That balance, that duality. We have Tradition. This came out in reading number 1 as well. These cards have been shuffled. We have the Mirror, which is the Moon card in the traditional pack. We have Boredom, 4 of Vessels. And then we have the 9 of... Yeah, we've definitely got a lot of... it's funny because that movement coming from the previous reading, which was reading number 1, which is of Standstill, moving into this movement, it doesn't surprise me. There's a great link from this reading to reading number 1. And we have the Green Man, that's that earth energy. And we have Injustice. So, the Woodward, you're looking forwards. You're taking your time. You're taking that time to contemplate before you create any action. You have your staff in your hand and you're letting go of the old wounds that have happened through your life. You're deeply connected. Your ancestors are here twice. Ancestors are here with the drum. The drum with Mother Earth. The ancestors are here with the drum to help you beat that beat of your own heart, of the universe. The antlers are here. It's going to take a bit of skill, and I feel like you might actually develop a new skill as you take this progress into your next phase. Really important that you balance. And I think that balance as well comes from action and non-action. That taking your time. Don't rush this process. This process of opening your heart into something new, of opening your heart into the movement and into flying free. There's a sense that there's a calling. There's like some traditions. There's maybe some learnings that you can get from other traditions that allow you to move through this. Perhaps it's doing some shamanic journeying. Perhaps it's just doing some meditation. It's an old tradition, or some different movement things like yoga or Tai Chi, or it just feels like there's some old traditions that are going to help you move through this. I can't help but see the moon, and the moon is here. This is the journey to the Isle of Healing with the heron here who knows how to be still and find what they need and find that inspiration. This 4 of Vessels, it feels like if you feel like you just don't know where to turn or how to move, and you are bored, you're bored with life, you're bored with how you feel, you're bored with how other people make you feel, it's just like you're kind of stuck in that darkness. It's just because you're not seeing the light, you're not feeling the light, you're not connecting in with your heart space. Because when you do, your cup's going to fill. So you feel like your cup's just overflowing. It's not overflowing. It's actually just flowing out. You're just draining yourself, but it's actually full. You're full to the fullest extent of everything. And when you feel that, that's when you can, for you, especially this 9 of Vessels, 9 of Cups, is a lot about tuning into your heart space and giving and receiving love. I feel like giving and receiving love, giving and receiving that inspiration to share love, to be who you are, to create who you are. This green man, I just feel like this is a lot about the alchemy of creating your own space, your own being, and your own way of feeling. Because you feel like you're out of balance, like your life is out of balance, like nothing seems to be going right. You know, that's the injustices. Nothing is going your way that you want it to. But this woman, I feel, is pregnant. So it's like that she's birthing a new beginning. And that's when you allow things to be in balance. That's when you can move into your new sense of feeling and new sense of being and step onto your path, guided by the stars, the universe, and your heart. So even though it feels like you're in this thick forest, you're actually in the light because you are guided by the light. You are the light when you tune into your heart and work through what you're needing to work through. Reading number 2. This is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome, reading number 3. You chose the card Eagle and the rune Algas, which is a rune of protection. And I initially get that sense like Algas is the rune of protection, but it's a lot about controlling your emotions. And I can't help but feel like this eagle is kind of actually lashing out. And it's like you're using your energy in the wrong way. Because the eagle is about grasping something new with courage, not about lashing out at others because it's not working out for you. You know, so you are protected and guided, and the eagle is asking you to fly above and choose something that really aligns with you, rather than getting caught up in the day-to-day worries and things that aren't in alignment with you, you know, to really see things from above, to really shift where your emotions are focused. Let's see what the other cards have to say for you. Okay. I got my little affirmations cards. Let's see if we can pull 2 or 3 for you. That's 1, 2. Someone's walking out of that room. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So, firstly, we've got be love. Be love, don't get caught up in the heavy emotions of the world and express yourself as love from your heart. I did say it was about your emotions. We have be grateful. Be grateful, be thankful for all you are and have in your life. Don't take anything for granted. And then we have you are magic. You're magic. You're loved, heard, seen and valued. This world is a better place because you are in it. I feel like this is a little bit like the energies that you haven't been tuning into. You know, you're very caught up in the emotions of others, the drama, or whatever is going on around you, you know, the challenges. You're caught up in those energies, and these 3 are wanting to remind you of who you really are. You're a magical being. You are love. And you can tune into this by truly finding the things that you can be grateful for, even in challenging situations. Let's see what the other cards have to say for you. Oh, I heard like grasping at straws. You know, are you grasping at straws? It's like, I feel like you're trying to find opportunity in the wrong place, was a message that came through for someone there. I said you were tuning into energies that weren't helpful for you. We have smudge clearing energy. This is important. This is really important. I can't emphasize this enough. You see this black card, this darkness. You are not in clear energy. It's whether it's your home or the people around you, the situation around you, you have allowed in some energy that is not good for you. You need to clear your energy. If you aren't sure how to do this, I'm sure there's plenty of different ways you can find online about clearing energy. I'll smudge, so I'll use, this is why smudge is here. I'll use herbs from the garden that I've dried, or sage or Palo Santo, and I'll burn it, and I'll use the feather like she has. I'll do exactly like this. It's in a little bowl, I have a feather, and I use that to waft it around and get into every corner of the house, as well as myself. For yourself as well, you can have like a salt bath. Make sure you wash it off, because the salt will take away all that negativity and wash it off. You really need to clear the energy around you. Because in this space that you are, this is such an important message, so listen carefully. In the space that you are, and the energies that you are not in a good place to make right action. You know, you're not in the right place. You are actually collapsing into the energies that are around you and the emotions that are around you, and responding the same way. So it's going to take a bit of courage for you to actually shine brighter and listen to your magic and be the magic. Wisdom with the beaver. Creating your own environment and space. So if the energies are out with your home, create a haven in your home that you can come home to, that is clear and light and is always going to help you reset. Because we can't always avoid situations that are full of drama, especially if it's at our job or with people that are around us. You know, you can't avoid it, but you can clear it. You can protect yourself. You can help yourself to feel better, because there's new beginnings coming for you. There's a new direction coming from you. And the direction as well, with the spirit totem animal, I feel the medicine wheel is coming into fruition here. And this is a lot as well about, the different elements of your life and bringing that cohesively together. I feel like it's like bringing everything together so that you can choose a direction that is right for you. So if part of what's going on is you need to make a decision about something, so it's like you're maybe in a difficult situation and you actually need to move on from it, this is like you need to choose a direction. You can't keep living in this. You need to stop grasping out with, like lashing out with the emotions. You need to go within. You need to then zoom out and really choose a direction that's going to help you. Like I said, you can't always just leave a situation. I certainly don't suggest you just run away, but you can create an energy where you feel good about yourself, and then you're able to move forward. Let's see what the other cards have to say. I feel like it feels like this clearing energy, there's such a heavy energy around you. And you really have this opportunity to shift that and change that. Now it's been brought to your light and you understand that perhaps that's why you feel so tired and drained and why things feel so challenging. It's because that heavy energy is around you right now, and you get to clear that. And you'll feel the difference. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel better in yourself. Let's see what these guys have to say for you. Interesting. We have Lord, take charge with authority. Is this going to fit on here? I think it will. We have Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. These guys can fit on a bit more here. Really interesting energies, isn't it? So you need to make that decision to do what you need to do, to take charge. So it's almost like if you've been dealing with a situation and you're just being in the same energy as it. Like I said, this sort of heavy energy, it's almost angry, that you're in the energy of the drama. This take charge with authority is like that courage to actually tune into yourself and take control of what's going on. Take control of yourself first and not allowing all those emotions to get into you, clear that energy, and then you will find you can just be like, no, it's not happening like this. You know, instead of responding in anger, and like when you take that authority, I'm standing for these readings, so I'm standing up really tall and straight, and I just feel it's like, yeah, standing in your truth and just being like, no, this has gone on enough. Let's sort this out properly. Let's do it well. Let's do it deeply and in a connected way, instead of in this emotional drama, which is just like, it almost becomes petty, you know? You're loved and comforted. So when you're feeling like you're under attack, there's a lot going on, like, as much as you take charge with authority, this is not with anger. This is why this card has come through next. This is with that deeply connected, loved, comforted, just like the courage to be in full connection, to be the love, to be the magic, to be grateful, you know, to bring these energies into your taking charge with authority. We then have Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. And we have Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. So you see the difference when you take charge, when you really connect in with the energies that are right instead of the energies of the drama. You begin to soar again. You can transform the situation, the drama, your life, yourself. And it's not necessarily, I feel like this transformation isn't necessarily about yourself. I feel like it comes from within, but it's going to change your outer world that has felt so difficult and heavy and black. And then you can dream the world into being. So I feel like this is like, you can realize that by making that change in how you're responding, your world will become that peaceful, wonderful, wise place with new beginnings, with new light, new love in your heart. You know, feeling the magic. Let's see. I do feel like the hummingbirds have a wee message for you. They do glare a lot in these lights, but you're going to get some hummingbirds. I feel like you're going through a lot, and hummingbirds always have such important messages. Yes. Bird's eye view. Fly high and observe from above. Here you'll find new perspective, greater understanding, and compassion. Compassion is the word. Compassion is what you get to embody and bring forward with you. Whatever's going on with the people that are around you or the situations around you, no one's doing it maliciously. It's just that they're all living from their own perspective. And so we bring a bit of understanding and compassion because we zoom out from it. That's when you can bring that ability to take charge, because you're coming from that grounded, aligned place. We also have reflecting pond, which is a lot like be grateful. Celebrate the true beauty that lies within you and others. So the hummingbirds are asking you to really take a sense of understanding. So even though it feels like, and it is, like people are hurting you, the situation is hurting you, life is hurting you, whatever it is that's going on around you, it's hurting you. It's that just reflection. It's reflecting what you're hurting yourself, and just that there's light, there's magic in everyone, and understand that everyone is beautiful. It's just they're living life from their perspective, and they're just trying to sort their lives out, and sometimes that really affects you because they haven't really learned from their situations or grown from their situations. And this is just asking about you to take the courage to step up and be in alignment with you, and that's when everything will start to shift. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you. See what's going to happen for you. You know, what you can do this week to really help yourself through this situation. I feel like there's one more. Here it is. There we are. Let's see what the cards have to say. The tarot cards have to say. We start with celebration. 4 of bows, celebration. Okay. We're okay with that, huh? You in like, yeah. Like, I feel like that's burning away that anger and dancing into the new. Celebration, 6 of bows, abundance. It's gonna turn around when you do what you need to do. The green man, we have 4 of vessels, boredom. Ace of stones, foundation of life. Interesting, we have 2 protections because this is protection as well. 4 of stones, protection. And we have, I think we'll have to put these, oh no, they'll fit. Oh, I'm sorry, the 4 is a little bit whited out. That's because you are deeply protected by the divine light. Interestingly, if you can see, there's a sunrise in this. It's like this new light coming to your life. So the interesting thing here is this is the trap you've fallen into. And actually, I've never noticed before, but it looks like she's got a black eye. It's not focusing very well, but it looks like she's got a black eye. That's that feeling like you're under attack. You know, and everyone's draining your energy. And it's just like, that's where you feel you are. But when it's just like, this Ace of Stones, I feel like that's you on your own. You know, if you ever touch a stone that's been there for a long time, they're just like, everyone, you know, you say that thing, you know, that person's my rock. You are your rock. You are your stability, and you are your foundation of your life. So it's about retuning into that instead of the energies that are around you, because you're deeply protected. There's new light coming. You're going to feel that sense of balance. If you see the snakes intertwined in here, there's 3 of bows, you know, you are going to feel that sense of things coming together. You know, that fulfillment is that sense of, oh, things are coming together. You're going to feel that connection with something deeper than just the outer situation that is affecting you so deeply right now. You know, I just feel like there's this great sense of, you know, the transformation is coming. Your life can be dreamed into some beautiful situation. But right now, because you're held in that drama on challenge, you are, and in the energy of that, you know, it's this dark energy and it's holding you in a space that isn't really you. When you shift that and move into the light and really find your own foundation, you know, your own backstop, your own inner sense of peace, that's when you can find that courage and that strength to really show that compassion to the others around you, to yourself in this situation. And it's all just going to shift. And it's all just going to come together in a whole different light, in a whole different way, and one that is really, truly in alignment with you and truly going to help you to feel so amazing. Reading number 3. This is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me.